What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. In the last episode, after finishing off all of the trainers at the Battle Company, we began to explore around the rest of Castelia City, making our way through Gym and Narrow Street. Got to go see Fennel up in her Dream Lab, as well as the Metal Office HQ, and also got to meet a familiar face from the last game, Iris, who is apparently off looking for Berg, who is looking for some shady criminals. It's a whole thing. We're going to go track her down a little bit later. For now, we got Studio Castelia here. I'm going to head on inside really quickly. We're going to go over this place. So, this has a couple of people in here. We're going to go talk to you first. Castelia City, the Pokemon Gym itself, is Berg's artwork. We got this right here. Currently, we're exhibiting works from up-and-coming young artists. And then if we talk to this guy, not right there. I am not as good an artist as Berg, but I have a liking for paintings. Let me see. Today, I'd like to paint water-type Pokemon. Will you show me what kinds of Pokemon you have? Yes, I actually happen to have this, so this works out great. Here's Tomoe. You have that type. I'm inspired. Thank you as a token of my gratitude. Which one would you like? So once per day, he's going to ask for a type of Pokemon. If you show him the type, he gives you a choice between each of these berries. I am going to go with... I'll just go with Cherry Berry, I guess. So one Cherry Berry is mine. Thank you very much. I also don't think I have any of those yet. You're the best. Please come back tomorrow, too. So every single day, you have an opportunity to get a free berry from this guy if you show him the type he wants. Obviously, if you have one of every type, you're covered. So you can just kind of get that for free every single day. Now, let's talk to this lady. If I get... There we go. I was apparently one space off. Castelia City's Castelia cone is the perfect souvenir. A while ago, our store was really popular. Recently, however, we don't get as many customers as we used to. But whining won't accomplish anything. I just have to work hard to sell them. How about a Castelia cone? It's 100. Would you like to buy 1 or 12? 12, please. Thank you for your business. Please come again. Okay, so let's talk Castelia cones. In the first game, Castelia cones were very, very hard to get. And also, this guy's going to stop us. There's a shop that sells ice cream here. Is it good? Maybe we can increase business by repeatedly buying these. I don't know. We will see. Anyway, for now, though, in the first game, Castelia cones were incredibly popular. If you were able to get one, you would have to wait in line to get one. You could only do this on, was it Tuesdays or Thursdays? I lost my place on my thing. Tuesdays, sorry. Only on Tuesdays that you could go and buy yourself one. This time around, you can buy them every single day, but only once, so I can't go back and buy more right now. This is why I took the dozen option, but also because Castelia cones are the absolute cheapest way to get full heals in this game. 12 of them on demand, and they basically will heal any status condition. That's freaking amazing. I absolutely love that, and I will be doing that every single time as opposed to actually buying full heals from the Pokemart, especially because those aren't even available yet. But yes, the only time you cannot buy Castelia cones, however, is in the winter. So 4 months out of the year... No, I can't do math. 3 months out of the year, you cannot... it's 3 months out of the year, but... You know, obviously the seasons change month over month in this game, that you cannot buy Castelia cones. The whole stand will be closed because nobody buys ice cream when it's cold outside. Are you kidding me? You'd have to be a psychopath to do that. I would do that all the time, but don't think of me as a psychopath, please. I already have enough on my plate as it is. All right, last street right here. This is Castelia Street, and there are a couple of places we can go right here. There's also a vending machine here. I'm going to head on in this building first, which I don't think anything is really going on in this one too much, but let's take a look around. Try to catch a Pokemon. Pokeball only shook once. It does happen sometime. I've been just calling it critical capture. The more Pokemon you catch, the more likely it is. Apparently, when the Pokeball only rocks once, it's easier to catch a Pokemon. Oh, it's same conversation. Sorry, from both points of view. There might be an item in here worth getting, though. I don't actually remember. Pokemon and I like to laugh. When either of us starts laughing, we both start laughing. A Minchino laughing actually sounds incredibly adorable. Let's go up to the 11th floor here. So, yes, okay. I think this is all the people that are, like, talking in different languages or something like that. Is this it? No sleep, you don't rest, you won't feel better. Oh, never mind. This is where you get TM44 rest. Okay, I am glad I came up here. I had a feeling there was something in this building, but I couldn't exactly remember. But hey, we will take it. Also, I'm a Curiose. Do you know what a Curiose is? It's a person who is curious about everything, who checks places with nothing there, and who talks to all sorts of people. Wow, you must be really proud of yourself. That's like proudly declaring you're something as unimportant as like an empath or whatever. It's like, I have feelings about things, or I like things. I'm interested in things. It's like, good for you, sir. You could not sound more pretentious if you tried. Okay. I'm going to head on over here, and we're going to go into the next building, which this right here is Game Freak. That's right. They are so vain, they gave themselves their own building, which, yes, technically they also did it in the first game. Pardon the cut. All right, let's head on inside. So, No one down here that's any important, I think, here, right? Okay, number of medals is 1. I have 10. I'm ahead of you. Good for you. I don't really care. Rock and Roller's ability is sturdy. That's awesome. You maniacs for items are sure odd. They'll buy ordinary items much more than usual. If you hold on to items, even ones you have no use for, you might be able to sell them to a maniac if we can find one. Okay, but for now, let's go upstairs, or up elevator, I guess, to the 22nd floor. And we are actually going to be getting ourselves into a couple of battles up here. There's 2 different trainers that we can battle, one of which is this guy right here. I'm Snorlax. No, I'm the planner. I don't mean to butt in, but the leftovers I have is important, isn't it? Pretty useful in battle. Do you want to battle and test it? Yes! I like to win using my favorite Pokemon. So this guy is, I believe, going to only throw 1 Pokemon at us, but again, it's going to have that leftovers, and I do believe that Pokemon is going to be Clefairy. Yes, indeed. I called that literally a microsecond before it appeared on screen. I'm very proud of myself. Now, luckily, Clefairy is not yet a fairy type because those don't exist yet, so it is perfectly susceptible to fighting type moves. However, it is still pretty defensive. Never mind. I was going to say, so it still might survive, but it didn't. And Jack gets to level 20. Okay. And doing that, we've beaten Nishino. And I do believe, for doing so, my great Pokemon, the great number of steps seems to have increased their trust in you. I hope we can battle again tomorrow. Perfect. So every single day we can come back and battle this guy. This guy, a tip for getting stronger Pokemon battles. Let me see, the most important thing is having lots of battles. Do you want to battle? Yes. Okay, now this right here, this is Morimoto, based on real-life game designer Shigeki Morimoto. And he is going to be running 3 Pokemon, which I want to say he was not battleable in the first game until the post-game. I think this is entirely exclusive to this game where you can actually battle him beforehand. But you got the 3 monkeys to go up against. Now, he actually had a fully stacked, full-fledged team in the first game, so keep that in mind. What are you... What is that? An Oran Bear. Okay, well, I'm just going to use another Force Palm here again then, I suppose. But I think for if you... Well, it depends on what he throws out next, but if it's Pansear, I am definitely going to switch on over to Tomoe. It is not. Okay, let's stick with Jack. Basically my jack of all trades, because there's just not much that resists fighting, actually. It's just poison and bug, I believe, that are the only ones that do, right? Am I crazy? Oh, ghost, of course, obviously. Oh, it's psychic. Okay, never mind. More than I thought. I guess I am jumping the gun a little bit there. Anyway, they all had those Oran berries, so that helps them a little bit. But then we got Pansear, and Pansear is about to get panned by my... Duat here. I couldn't incorporate sear into the rest of that joke, so whatever. I couldn't sear far enough ahead in that pun. That was terrible. Water gun! Let's do it. Although I don't think Pansear is packing anything that's going to cause burns, so I don't know why I was worried about that. I probably should just razor shelled. It's okay. It's fine. Morimoto goes down, and we win. Think about battles very thoroughly. I lost, but I learned a lot from you. Besides, it was fun. Come back again tomorrow. So, yep, same thing. Rebattleable every single day. We can also get ourselves a revive here. And then you can also talk to all the Game Freak people, but this is pretty much a lot of the same stuff that you get in the first game. The only thing worth mentioning is this guy here, who... Game director, you work on your Pokedex, you fill it up a lot, please let me see. Now, he says fill it up a lot, he means completely, which I think is very silly that he doesn't specify that. But if you fill it up completely, he's the one you're going to talk to get yourself a certificate that's like, you did it! You got every Pokemon in the National Dex, who actually, in this game, it might just be the Unova Dex. I don't quote me on that. But regardless, still a very, very difficult thing to do. Anyway, I think we're good. Now we can talk to Iris here. Hey, come on! Thumpir is past here. If you mention a suspicious place in Castelia City, the only places that come to mind are Narrow Street and here. Okay, well, let's go and follow her. And we already went through Narrow Street, so it's definitely not there. This way! Come on, have a look! I'm coming, Iris. I'm coming. So now, am I assuming right that this area is no longer blocked off? And indeed, the guy has moved. You can go inside for the sewers from here. What do you think? Seems pretty suspicious, right? I would have to agree with you. Okay. May, did you find Team Plasma? No! Ah, those dirty Pokemon thieves. That means the only place I still haven't checked is... May, help me out. I always keep forgetting to do his, really edgy voice every single time he comes up. Yep, the sewers are the perfect place for hiding. All right, well, let's go and follow Hugh in there then. And as we head inside, we're going to have a couple of new Pokemon to talk about in here, particularly Rattata, Grimer, and Zubat. Grimer is a pure Poison-type Pokemon that evolves into Muck starting at level 38, making it technically the most late-level evolution of any Pokemon in the game up to this point. What you're rewarded with for your patience is a very mediocre special wall with a speed stat actually a cut above a lot of the slowest Pokemon in Unova. What I like about Muck is that its stats aren't as non-committal as Weezing, whom it often gets compared to. This is a physical attacker with really good defenses that doesn't bother at all with special attacks, even though its entire learn set is kind of based around special moves, but hey, that's poison typing in general for you. Personally, I find this Pokemon's best trait is that as a pure poison type, it's better than Weezing, but it's also not the best that you can find in this game, or even here in Castelia sewers, as that honor definitely has to go to the next Pokemon, which is... Zubat is a poison and flying type Pokemon that evolves into Golbat at level 22 and again into Crobat with high friendship. With an absolutely excellent speed stat as well as solid all-around stats everywhere else, this Pokemon is a fantastic mainstay fixture in a lot of teams whose only real downside is the patience required to get it to evolve into Crobat. You'll definitely want to prioritize upping happiness on this thing early on, or else sometimes it can take as late as level 45 to evolve by just walking around and battling with it. So make sure to give it a Soothe Bell and daily grooming sessions. But your patience will surely be rewarded with one of the best all-around physical attackers you can get, with access to plenty of excellent poison, flying, and bug-type moves such as X-Scissor, and even access to Zen Headbutt for the fullest range and spectrum of type coverage you could ask for out of a Pokemon like this. Easily one of the best poison types in any game it's in, if not the best every single time. I will always highly recommend picking up a Crobat if you want anything like it on your team. Rattata is a pure normal type Pokemon that evolves into Raticate at level 20, and seeing as how you'll find them as high as level 17 here, that's a pretty quick evolution. While its stat distribution is honestly fantastic, its overall base stats are unfortunately just too poor to hang outside anywhere but the early game. It has great speed, good attack, and solid defenses for a Pokemon with only 413 total base stats, and that alone makes it impossible to recommend with a straight face. It's normal type fodder, meant for learning HMs and making your team slightly more competitive early on, but it'll fall off completely by the time you hit the 5th or 6th gym. Just don't bother. All right, and with that out of the way, what's up, Hugh? Man, I need you to get tougher. Even I'm gonna have trouble taking them on all by myself. Anyway, it's okay. I'll take care of healing our Pokemon. I'm counting on you, May. You ready to go? Yes. Okay, let's find Team Plasma. All right, off we go then. So we're gonna be taking a look around here. I've already activated a repel, so we should mostly be fine. I'm not searching for any hidden items and I don't believe there are any, if I'm not mistaken. We get a Twisted Spoon here. That is the psychic boosting one. Very interesting that it is so early in the game. Hello there. Hey, what do you want? Team Plasma, you villains. What? Don't treat us like villains and don't interfere with our plans to liberate Pokemon. Liberate? Ha! You're just ordinary Pokemon thieves. And what's more, you use those stolen Pokemon like they're tools. Shut up! Hand over your Pokemon. Let's do this, May. All right, so it begins. This is probably going to be the last thing we do in this episode, given that we are already coming pretty close to a close here, especially after that very long-winded set of Pokemon bios, but it is not even the longest one yet, I can promise you that. Okay, 2 Dark types, which is going to be really nice for my Riolu, although I really need to start using Tomoe more. Okay, like he said, he's going to be doing the healing, so I'm not too worried about overusing. Oh, you're going to use Leaf Tornado, aren't you? Okay, so I'll probably just take out the Scraggy then, because I'm sure that's going to get one shot. Thank you very much. But yeah, he'll do the healing, and he heals like a Pokemon Center, so everything's going to get fully replenished after this anyway. I'm not too worried about it. Down they all go. Decent experience. Beautiful. The Pokemon he stole were no help at all. All right. They're really tough, but whatever. We got the Pokemon we need, now we flee. They run away like Patrat. Okay, let's go farther inside. There might be more in there. I don't think that's necessary, you two. Could you be Gym Leader Berg? Yes, sir. One and the same. I'm Berg, and there is no one suspicious beyond here. Is that so? Yes, indeedy. I'm concerned about Team Plasma as well. More importantly, shall we leave this place? For some reason, the sewer is bugging me. Bugging. Didn't you and the other gym leaders fight Team Plasma 2 years ago? Thanks for your help. Here, use this. And we get HM04 Strength, a much more powerful move that's actually worth using a little bit. Oh, fine, those other Team Plasma punks. I'll never forget Pokemon Thieves. No way. Now, Strength is only usable on Patrat once it actually evolves into Watchog. Should clarify that really quickly. He's gone. You there? Hello? What is that around your blonde head, sir? That was an excellent demonstration of battling. The way you brought out the power of your Pokemon against an opponent like Team Plasma. Astounding. Simply astounding. Interesting as well, I see. I don't even think Hugh even healed my Pokemon once, did he? Who was that? Well, no matter. What are you going to do? You could stay here and train your Pokemon, or maybe you could come challenge me, the gym leader. Be seeing you. I would very much like to do that, Berg, and we will have to go back and do that later, but I've got unfinished business in this area that I'm definitely going to need to check out as I make my way through. So let's keep using our repels here, grab ourselves a heart scale, and then I'm going to call this an episode because in the next episode, not only are we going to be continuing to explore this area, grabbing items, battling trainers, all that sort of stuff, but we are also going to be finally adding the third member to our Pokemon team. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.